Hello everyone and welcome to the YouTube channel of Sri Swaminarayan Physiotherapy College, Ahmedabad. I am Dr. Kamal Zaiwala and today in this video we are going to talk about the very common topic these days, and that is oxygen saturation in the blood, also known as SpO2. Now, in order to understand SpO2, let us first understand how is oxygen transported to the tissues. The oxygen from the air enters into the lungs. Now, from the alveoli in the lungs, it enters into the capillaries surrounding it, which contains the blood. The RBCs present in the blood contain hemoglobin. After the oxygen is breathed into the lungs, it combines with the hemoglobin in the red blood cells as they pass through the pulmonary capillaries. The red blood cells molecule contain hemoglobin. One molecule of hemoglobin can carry up to 4 molecules of oxygen. If all the binding sites on the hemoglobin molecule are carrying the oxygen, that is, all 4 sites are binded with the oxygen, then the hemoglobin is said to have a saturation of 100%. So, in a healthy individual who is having normal lungs and breathing capacities at the air at sea level, they will have arterial oxygen saturation of 95 to 100%. If the oxygen saturation is 94% or lower, the patient has hypoxemia and needs to be treated quickly. A saturation of less than 90% is a clinical emergency. The low oxygen levels in the blood basically is known as hypoxemia, and the low oxygen levels in the body tissues is known as hypoxia. Now let us understand the factors that are affecting the oxygen saturation in the blood. So there are several factors. One is that there must be enough oxygen in the air that you are breathing. Second is that you must be able to inhale the oxygen and exhale the carbon dioxide from the lungs. And third is that your bloodstream must be able to circulate the blood to your lungs and take up the oxygen and carry it throughout the body. So if there's a breach in any of these factors, then that can lead to hypoxemia. Now, what are the common causes of hypoxemia? The common causes of hypoxemia include high altitude, anemia, ARDS, asthma, congenital heart defects in the children and adults, COPD, COVID-19 infection, emphysema, interstitial lung disease, medications that are certain narcotics and the anesthetics that depress the breathing capacity, then pneumonia, pneumothorax, pulmonary edema, pulmonary embolism, pulmonary fibrosis, and sleep apnea. Now, if a person has hypoxemia, what are the signs of hypoxemia? So, when the level of oxygen in your blood falls below a certain level, then the person might experience one of the following symptoms or many of the following symptoms. One is the shortness of breath, second is headache, third is restlessness, then coughing or wheezing can be there. There can be rapid heartbeat, also known as tachycardia, then feeling confused or disoriented, or there can be a bluish discoloration of the skin, lips and fingernails. The last one can be seen only in cases of chronic hypoxemia. So if in case the patient is suffering from a chronic lung disease, then the last one can be visible. So now the question goes, how is this oxygen saturation in the blood measured? The oxygen saturation of the blood can be measured with the help of a pulse oximeter. The pulse oximeter is a device which can be placed on the fingernail, and the oxygen saturation of the blood can be known. How to use this device, that I will be covering in the next upcoming video. Thank you so much for listening to the video, and to get regular updates, kindly like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you.